Hello there, Marcelo here, and today we're going to be talking about the Singleton pattern. Let me know if you like it, comments in the comment section, and check out the description of the video for additional information about the pattern. Okay, so what's the Singleton pattern is used for? So it is used when you need to ensure that only one instance of a class exists and provide a global point of access to it. Kind of not so easy to understand, right? So the most common reason to use this design pattern is to control access to some shared resource, for example, a database or a file. So if you want to append text to a file, you want it in the right order. One way to ensure that is to have the singleton pattern in place. The second most common reason is to create a global variable whose change is more controlled. And that's what we are going to get in this first example. So we're going to be looking at a ticket dispenser machine here, a class that you take numbers as a ticket dispenser machine in the real world, where you take a number and the next person takes the next number and so on. So you don't want it to dispense, to get the same number for two people, because then you're going to get mess. Okay, so how do you ensure that you just have one instance per class using Ruby? One way of doing it is to make the private, make the keyword new private here. You could use module function, you could use other ways of doing so, but let's keep with this one, which is the simplest one. So you just make new as private, and then you access it through instance, which is the key point here for Singleton. Whenever you see class name dot instance, it might be Ruby, Java, whatever, you know that you have the Singleton pattern in place. So, okay, now I get the instance. The implementation of the ticket dispenser machine is pretty simple. So whenever you take the number that's the current number, and then it will increase the number for the next person to get it, to get the next number and so on. So let's see how it works. Let's head to our console here, paste the code as usual, and then we get the ticket dispenser machine.instance.take. Boom, your ticket is 0. Your ticket number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, of course, the way we would like to see. So what happens if I try to create a new ticket dispenser machine? Boom, private method called, private method new called. So we get an exception, an error, and that's it. So we do want to get this through instance because we want to have just one number per person being assigned. Okay, this is the way we can implement it ourselves. There are other ways we can do that with module functions and so on. The way you're going to be implementing it, it's up to you, but Ruby provides you a way to do it from its library directly. So you can require the singleton here, and then you include the singleton, and people will look into that and know what you're talking about because the pattern is there. The name of the pattern is here, so it's pretty easy for you to understand what's going on, right? So let's see how this example we're going to be implementing here. So we're going to require the singleton. We're going to include that into our log class here, and our log class will have the append method here that also puts the log in the end for us. So we have just one log in the system. All of them are going to be appending, so we can tell the story of the system through the log. So that's one good example of using singleton here. So let's see how it works. So let's get the log, paste it in here. Oh yeah, I forgot to require. Now requiring, okay. So yes, let's see what happens if we do try to make a new log here. Boom, the same error that we had before, because that's how it's implemented. So it's better than you do yourself because it's kind of ugly or so. So you can do directly with the singleton, and the instance is going to be there also because this is the key part of the pattern. So if we do log.instance.list, it will not work, or it will work, sorry, it will not show anything because we do not have anything in our list of logs here because we never started the log list. Although we have the attribute reader here, we never appended anything to it. So let's say a user got created. first log. As you can see, the logs in here. The user has confirmed its password. Then the user logged in. As you can see, all of the logs that are happening are brought back here. And the user interacted with a page. Okay, as you can see, we are using the singleton here. It's working for us. But now let's see the list that was previously new. Boom, we do have the list of the logs. So this could be one way for you to control your log in the system in one place. It could be also accessing directly into the database or appending to a file or anything else. So the idea of the singleton, it's pretty simple. The way to implement it is pretty simple. Actually, the idea is hard to understand at first, but then the implementation is simple, which makes it very powerful. So if we go back to here and say the singleton pattern is used when you need to ensure that only one instance of a class exists and provide a global point of access to it, now it makes more sense, right? I hope so, at least. Let me know if you liked. Comments to the comment section. Go to the descriptions to check more about the pattern, and see you later. Bye bye.